kind of had a hunch that's where the question was going. I'm sorry, I can't answer that.
Can't answer that. Do you think there's any like unfair advantages of transgender athletes competing against the opposite sex?
Definitely. It's a dude versus a girl.
No, I don't think there's any unfairness as far as transgender people participating in sports.
It depends, honestly. I feel like sometimes there is, just because like your genetic build, like if you're built as a guy, you obviously have more muscle mass naturally.
There could be a 6'7", 300-pound woman that could play in the NFL, but I just never seen one.
Like a Brittany Griner tight end,
Maybe, could be,
if we get her back.
possibly, but you know how that goes with Russia.
Physically, do you think a man is stronger than a woman?
I think they have attributes, but I also think a woman can equally build up that same strength as a man if she really, really wanted to.
Doesn't seem at all fair to me. For instance, the trans woman athlete who won the Woman of the Year NCAA award.
Leah Thomas, I assume.
With her victory in the women's 500-yard freestyle, Leah Thomas is now the first openly transgender D1 athlete to become an NCAA national champion.
She transitioned, so she's a woman. She should be able to participate in sports as a woman.
Yeah, I mean, if you take LeBron James, you turn him into a woman, that's gonna be kind of hard to compete.
A Joanna man.
Yeah, Joanna man times 10, I'm not gonna lie.
Even if they do go through the proper transitioning and stuff, I think they could still have a competitive advantage against the other athletes.
I agree. I think it also depends on what stage they are in the transition as well.
They actually did some checks on that. So she had to take a certain amount of.
I'm about to get arrested on this controversial topic, so like and subscribe in the meantime.
It's like estrogen or something like that, and had a.
No, honestly, I don't. Like, I feel like we see girls playing football and stuff like that, so I feel as if any gender, any race, like, it shouldn't matter. Like, if they're competing, it should not matter.
I honestly don't think it is an unfair advantage, just because they have equal opportunity as anybody else. So if you love the sport, then you're gonna play it to the best of your ability, regardless.
Who do you think makes these decisions? Like, do you think it's a social pressure from the NCAA to include them?
I do believe that the NCAA feels that they have to at this point.
I feel like they were kind of pressured to, just because obviously the backlash they would get if they don't allow a transgender person to compete.
I feel like they should have their league of their own. I feel like they're unique. They have their own ways of doing things. They should have their own league.
Would you support a separate transgender league?
Yeah, I would.
Feel like having a separate league kind of makes it exclusionary, like their own, like it just feels kind of exclusionary. So
I just believe that you should compete in your own gender sport.
A separate league would probably be hard to make, just because there might not be enough to fill the whole.
So you're saying that it's a very, very small minority?
Yeah, there's a small group of people, so it'd be hard to create a whole new thing for them.
I mean, just look at the WNBA. I mean, that whole league's subsidized, so we have money for it.
We have money for it, but it's subsidized and it's not doing as well as men, but that's only because nobody really watches.
They don't want to see layups.
Stewart, nice fake, lays it up short.
Yeah. There's obviously the saying that, what is it?
Not only in sports, but there's an incident that happened in Nevada. Catalina Enriquez, who was a trans woman who actually won the beauty pageant. First of all, it's not saying too much about the competition.
Was it women have more, is it upper body strength or lower body strength?
I bet you if I ask a woman right now who's her favorite NBA player, she'll tell me, but she's gonna have to think harder about WNBA.
Do you know any WNBA players?
No, I don't.
The reason why the WNBA is failing because women don't even support it. Do you think a woman would ever transition into a man and try to compete against men?
I think it definitely could happen, like in golf.